But perfect broadside, put the little 243 behind the shoulder, and perfect heart shot. I actually think the deer lunged into the tree and had to kind of back up and get his antlers back out in order to make that death run. But the deer didn't run 20 yards. I seen him somersault. That doe's looking right at the blind. I love being in these blinds. They have no idea that you're even in here. I'm able to move, video, talk. That deer right now is about 140, 150 yards out. So ground blind is the way to go when you're trying to self-film. It's so difficult to film. That doe is making its way up into the woodline right now. She has been chased by that little buck all over the place. That bigger deer's right behind him. We've been sitting here for the last few hours, and something got my attention over this way out my left window from a ground blind, and I seen a doe being chased by a small buck. And then a minute or so later, I seen a big one step out. When I first saw him, he was just standing there looking around with his head up high. I literally seen him take 3 or 4 steps and he was gone. And he was chasing the doe and the little buck. They were running all over the place. But it happened so fast, I couldn't get any video of it. And a few minutes later, the doe come running across the field. The small buck was right behind her. And again, it was about at least a good minute or so, and then the bigger buck came out. He flew across the field. I could have shot him on the run, but there's no way I could have ran the camera and tried to get a decent shot on him. He ran up on top of the ridge, and he's been up there for about the last hour. And he has horned the trees. He's chased off the smaller buck. They're over 200 yards away, and I'm not worried about them hearing me. And they certainly can't see me inside the blind. But I've been watching that deer just going in and out of the trees, and it's so thick, it wouldn't be an easy shot. And I'm just hoping that he works his way back down. I've been hitting the antlers. I've been using the grunt call, trying to entice him back down into this field. get that deer back in the frame here. That doe's right in behind the persimmon tree that we planted a few years ago. Let's see. Here we go. Oh man, we got a nice deer. Oh yeah. Little 243 did it again. You can't beat these little reloads. The satisfaction that you get in making the cartridge yourself and a well-placed bullet is a perfect sleeping pill. Just what the doctor ordered. 85 grains, pushing about 3,100 feet per second. It did the trick. Let's go down here and see what we got. And change hats here. Feel like a NASCAR racer, put on different hats. I seen him come running across the field, chasing that doe, trying to run a camera and shoot at the same time. It's pretty tough. A couple days ago, got a big 9 out of here. Got right back on the same stand, and let's go over here and see what we got. He was right up here horning this great big old tree, about maybe 30 yards back. Hit him with a little 243. He come running through all this thick stuff, but I seen him. He's down right here. He didn't go far. Oh, briars. Oh, look here. See the blood? You got to look out for the briars. That's good. That's not deer blood. That's my blood. All right. Here we go. You can see the blue tube. That's one of our chestnut trees that we planted, and the farm's coming along pretty good. And look right here. That's what I'm talking about. We got us a deer right here, folks. Beautiful 10-pointer. Thank you, Lord. We had a lot of action this morning. Deer running everywhere, and I seen spikes, does. They were just running. And then all of a sudden I seen this big boy. I seen him take 3 steps in the field, probably 350, 400 yards away. And that's all I saw, 3 steps. 10 or 15 minutes later, he was following that doe. The doe came out first, then that spike came out about 100 yards behind her. And it's probably a good minute before this one picked up the chase. And it ran across the field, and I'm trying to video and trying to shoot at the same time. I said, if I don't get it on video, I'm not going to pull the trigger. And the deer went on into the thicket. Now, I didn't know whether I'd ever see him again or not. And I was probably half hour later, he came out following a doe. I was able to get the camera set up and make a good shot. And this is what you see, a beautiful 10. See the shavings down here. I mean, that's as fresh as you can get. Look at that. Look at that damage. That is awesome. I have to come back in here, maybe check with the metal detector. I might be able to find the bullet. Maybe. Be interesting anyway. Give me something else to do since I'm tagged out. But looking back through here, I don't see that I hit any of these small sticks or anything going through here. This is the only one that might have been in my way here. I had this to shoot through. But all in all, we got a good shot. Nothing's hit. The deer was standing right here. He's standing right here. horned the tree, and when I shot, he ran right down that way right there. You can see he had just a little bit of an opening to get through here. I think when I shot, his antlers got stuck into the tree here. He had he lunged forward and he backed up and then he took off running right down through there. You can see where the leaves had been disturbed.